Is expected to announce more plans on how to solve Eskom's power crisis. Today, Public Enterprises Minister Pravin Gordhan told Parliament yesterday that the power utility needed a cash injection by April to survive. Eskom has implemented load shedding for the past few days. It will implement stage 2 load shedding today until 10 p.m. Gordhan said Eskom's new Medupi and Kusi-le coal-fired power stations have contributed to the current load shedding because they're not performing as well as they were expected to. Our reporter Pimani Baloyi is outside the Medupi Power Station and she joins us now live. A very good morning to you, Pimani. You're outside Medupi Power Station. One of the stations we understand is the reason for load shedding. We'll talk a little about the plant in a moment, but just tell us quickly, how are the people in Limpopo affected by load shedding? We've been talking a lot about the impacts on Johannesburg. What are the impacts there where you are?
Good morning, Desiree. Yes, as you are correctly stating, we are coming to you live outside the Medupi Power Station in Lephalale, Limpopo. As you've just asked, load shedding is affecting everybody in the country. And we've seen businesses in Limpopo closing down because they just don't have power to go through the day. We've seen villages, in villages a lot of people rely mostly on firewood and other things, but there are fridges where they keep their groceries to last them a month. We've seen people complaining about how they don't know how they're going to do that. So it's not just the businesses that are in Johannesburg that are affected, but businesses in rural places as well are also affected, and rural people are also affected. But to get back to where we are right now at the Medupi Power Station, as you've rightly stated, the power station was meant to relieve the power outages in the country. It was meant to contribute about 4,800 megawatts to the national grid. It was meant, remember, it was first announced that it will be constructed in 2007 with the estimated completion date of 2015, but it was never completed at that time. As we're speaking right now, in 2019, only 4 units of 6 are online right now, and they're not fully contributing to the national grid. And what is currently happening is that initially, when it was started, it was meant to cost the country a total of 56 billion rand. But as we stand right here and right now, it is reported to have cost the country about 3 times of that value, at around 200 billion rand. So we are now here to check what is currently happening in the area. But unfortunately, we were unable to get access into the power station, with Eskom spokesperson Kulipasi were telling us that they are just not currently ready to receive any viewers. So for now, back to you in studio, Desiree.
Pimani, while we have you, there has been conversation by economists to suggest to government that both Medupi and Kusi-le should be closed down because they're costing the economy so much money, so that government can focus on maintaining the existing power stations. Do you know if this conversation is being, how it's being received by government?
Yes, Desiree. It's quite windy where I am, and I can't clearly hear your question. But from what I gather, it seems that there's a lot of complications happening with regards to the construction of this power station. We've had reports currently that some contractors who were contracted to offer some services to the power station have even left. They've packed up all their employees and left the station. So it seems there are complications. And over the years, since the construction, we've been covering several protests with employees unhappy with the way things are happening. So we were hoping to get union representatives to talk to us about their reaction to what the minister said in Parliament, that it's just not properly built and that it's just not capable to provide the power that it was meant to. But at this stage, we are still scouting around, trying to see who we can come across and try to speak to them and get their view on all these issues.
Thank you so much for that update, Pimani Baloyi, outside of Medupi. Blaine?